Hola a todos. Oh, there we go. Just waiting for this guy to come in. Hola, buenas tardes. Ah, Paqueta. Es su nombre.
Número one.
Ah, okay. Número uno. Okay, let's try again. The guy's gone now. Welcome to Durango. Welcome back. Today is Saturday, and I'm going to do an update video today. But first, let me just show you outside. Let me turn the camera around. Hang on. How do I do that? There we go. Pretty much normal street. It's not normally this busy. What's going on? Yeah, Oxo up that direction, Soriana down there, some sort of papeleria. Anyway, let's go inside. Here's my place. It's a bit of a mess. We're going to sit down there. Right. Anyway, let's do this. As I said, it's Saturday, it's hot, it's sweaty in Durango, and another thing to know about Durango, or Mexico in general, is there will be noise in the background, there will be dogs barking, cars, lorries going past. Sounds like a flipping earthquake sometimes, but there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, if you're new, welcome. If you're old, or you've been around since the dawn of time, welcome back. This is my second video from Durango. Obviously, it's not a travel one. That is coming, the next one, by the way. But on the back of the last video, many of you, well, 3 of you, have asked me, what have I been doing for the last 5 months? Where have I been? What's been going on? Because as you may know, I took a 5-month break from YouTube, and unbelievably, I've actually planned this video. So I'm going to run through quite a few things. Some of the things I'm going to reference will be from a video that I did on New Year's Day in Poland. I'll link it, whichever side it is. I'm still getting the hang of YouTube again. I can't remember which side it's on. Anyway, let's get going. So, where have I been since New Year's Day? Well, I was in Poland till the end of February. So as you may know, I am obtaining Polish citizenship at the moment. And I had to really be there. Well, I didn't need to be there, but it helped being there because I could drop things off at the office that I need to go to, things like that. And it just kind of saved a lot of time. And I was planning to do a lot of things in sort of January, February, March, April. You know, like my Photoshop, my English Instagram page, update my website, etc, etc. And you know what? I actually got most of that done by the end of February, and I was kind of at a point where I needed to leave the EU because I'm no longer an EU citizen, hence I'm getting a Polish passport. So my time in the EU was coming to an end and I had to leave. And as I had last year on many occasions, like when I was in Belarus, when I was stuck there, that was a classic. Yeah, I didn't have many options in terms of where I could go. There were options like Serbia and North Macedonia again, but they were difficult to get to in terms of, well, expense as well. So I decided to come back to Mexico. Back to Mexico. I was intending to come back to Mexico in May anyway, like now, but I thought, why not? I might as well just go back there. It's somewhere I felt comfortable in, and you're not going to believe this, but I stayed in Iztapalapa in Mexico City for a month. Many people were kind of like, what the hell are you doing? Iztapalapa. But you know what? I bloody love that place. It's kind of like, you know, when you find somewhere that's like, it's just you know, a little bit like Durango or San Luis was. You just feel comfortable there. And the thing is, it doesn't matter if you feel comfortable in somewhere like Iztapalapa or you would prefer to stay in Condesa. I guess this just shows how much I've grown. It doesn't matter. Who cares? As long as you're comfortable in that place, that doesn't matter. Then I went to Guanajuato for a month. You may know I've been there twice before. I saw Erin there like 2 years ago. Jesus Christ. I went there because it was kind of a place I was comfortable with. I knew the place. But you know what? It wasn't the best decision because the food was awful. As always in Guanajuato. That's going to be a controversial thing in the comments. What do you think of food in Guanajuato in comparison to other places in Mexico? Yeah, I thought that going to somewhere that I was comfortable with was the right decision, but actually I kind of lost all the passion that I had for anything. And I realised that coming out of my comfort zone was the thing I needed to do. Hence, I am in Durango. I went to Zacatecas for like 2 nights on the way here because I didn't want to do that big long trip to Durango. And now I'm here, basically. So, obviously I didn't film any videos in Iztapalapa or Guanajuato. I wasn't intending to because I was taking a break, a much needed break. So was that break beneficial? You know what? It's a yes and no. Yes, in terms of my creative juices, it gave me a break just from that constant producing something. But at the same time, and very much when I was in Guanajuato probably, I kind of realized that I needed that creativity in my life. I wasn't doing anything creative. It just became very mundane. And since I've started filming videos again, it's like, oh my God, thank Christ, I have a creative outlet again. And yeah, I think it was the right amount of time that I took off. Overall, it was beneficial, and hopefully you'll see that in upcoming videos. For some reason, I have something wrong with my speech. I have a lisp sometimes. That's a new thing. What's next? So I mentioned Polish citizenship. Many of you have surprisingly asked about this. So there's not really anything to report. It's all ongoing. It's a very lengthy process. I started it in October last year when I was in Toluca, and going to Poland, as I said, was really beneficial because I could have the documents I needed delivered there. I looked for all the documents myself, or should I say my mother and uncle did. Fortunately, they were able to find pretty much everything I need, and I'm hoping it's a foregone conclusion that I will become a Polish citizen. But the problem is the whole process, obviously there's the pandemic as well, it takes a long time. So since the beginning of April, my documents have been in Warsaw being reviewed by authorities. Assuming that all goes to plan, the next step is for a passport application and also some other number that I need, I can't remember what that is, will be sent to Mexico City. Then I can go to the embassy in Mexico City to apply for a passport. It will then take about another 6 weeks to get that. And I'm going to be in Mexico until the end of August, at least at the moment, primarily to get that sorted out. I'm looking at my laptop. I think that's it. So what have I been doing? Yeah, so I kind of wanted to work on other projects. So I updated my website completely. I've done a lot with English teaching in terms of my Instagram page. Yeah, it's a little small thing. It's something that kind of, contributes, adds to what I already do with existing students. So it's something that, a tool they can use to kind of benefit themselves, but also to generate new people as well. My Photoshop, so yeah, I'm an amateur photographer, I'm nothing special, but people have been buying postcards. They seem to be quite popular. There are also like prints, and I have a separate Instagram page, so if there's a particular shot that I think, oh, that's really, really cool, I'll put it on that one, but won't be on my regular Instagram. But it's just a little project, a little bit of fun. YouTube merch, oh my God. So I set up YouTube merch. So let me show you some. Right, this is my Al Pastor laptop bag. Isn't it amazing? It's amazing quality and it's just brilliant. I did have a t-shirt in the same design, but unfortunately it was stolen off the washing line in Iztapalapa. Double brilliant. I have some more replacements on their way, by the way, but there are loads of different options on my website as well as on YouTube. If you look under this video, you'll see merch, but it's not the same because I had to use a different supplier. Also with teaching English, I've kind of changed it a bit in terms of developing more of a niche. So I wrote an ebook last year about business English, and it's kind of gone down that route. I have a lot of people that work in IT, people that are looking for jobs with Amazon, Google, things like that, and it's just more of a niche that I can go down. So I'm kind of developing that at the moment. Okay, videos, what am I going to be doing? So I kind of want to go back to what I used to do. So as well as proper travel videos, you know, like the big dramatic edited ones with the music, there'll be like one a week of them. I'm also going to be doing videos like this, like sit down videos. I'll be doing adding value, working Wednesday videos, which are like something to do with digital nomad life. I will also be doing let's walk around videos. I did them before, Guanajuato, Taxco, and somewhere else. Querétaro, that was it. Where I basically just walk around with no music, no me talking. It's just sights and sounds of the place. It might be like 10 minutes long of walking around. Let me know if you're interested in that, because actually the Guanajuato one I did 3 years ago is still like one of my most viewed videos. So it's clearly something that works. So there's that. What else will I be doing? Hang on. That's it. I've also got a drone, which is in my bag somewhere. Yeah. You would have seen that in the last Donango video. Just occasional drone shots to set the scene. There won't be any like only drone shots because I think I would shoot myself. So what does the future look like? As I said, I'm going to be in Mexico until the end of August. I always wanted to come to the north of Mexico. It always seemed like a bit of an enigma because so many people, including me, stick to the relative comfort of central Mexico. You know, the places like Guanajuato, San Miguel, I would never go there again. San Luis, Tlaxcala, Puebla, you know, all of those places in central Mexico that are so commonly visited. But somewhere like Durango, Chihuahua, places like that, Sonora, etc., are lesser visited. That's not even proper grammar. So I really want to go to places, as I did last year, new places that people don't traditionally go to kind of see a different side of Mexico. As I said, like Enigma, it's like, it does kind of feel like it's a different country in a way. A bit like the UK on a larger scale, because when we talk about the south of England, where I'm from, and the north, it's like a completely different world. So I'm curious to kind of investigate that. I've been to Monterrey before a few years ago, but I didn't film any videos there, and I kind of sensed a bit of that there. So far, I'm loving Durango, so I'm looking forward to the next 4 months of travel in Mexico. The ultimate future, and this is going to be the shock part of the video, like a sexy YouTube couple. I'm thinking of changing my life completely. I'll probably do another video in detail about this, but as you know, I went to Latvia last year. Love Latvia, love Riga, and I kind of want to stop. I kind of want to settle down in the future, even though I settled down in my 20s, and that didn't really work out. Hence, I'm doing this now. Yeah, I'm thinking of, once I've got my Polish citizenship, I'll be an EU citizen again. I could move to Riga. I want to get a proper apartment for like 6 months to a year. Get 2 cats. You know I love beautiful angels, right? Which I haven't seen now for 150 days. No cats in Mexico. Yeah, and just settle down a bit. I will probably continue doing what I'm doing in terms of videos and teaching English, but ultimately I would love to get back to, as I called it well, not me, I didn't call it this, but a student called it this in a lesson, loser syndrome. Having a 9 to 5, that's not being a loser. It's perfectly acceptable to have a normal job working for someone, and that's kind of what I want. I'm coming full circle. So I don't know what that looks like at the moment. It's very far distant in the future. It's just an idea. So that's that. But I wanted to say about Polish citizenship. Once I have got that passport in my hand, I will do a video about the whole process, because at the moment there's just no point me doing that because I don't know if it's going to happen. So I would prefer to do that when it's done. Also, I'll talk about other routes to become an EU citizen again, if you are, for example, from the UK, whatever, or even from the US if you've got ancestry in various countries. So that's it. I think that's everything. I am doing a live stream in about 4 hours, and I'm filming the next video tomorrow. So stay tuned for them. It's good to be back in Mexico. I need a drink now because I'm sweating like a pig. I will see you soon in the next one. Catch you later.